edition of Poppin' Off. My name is Daniato. Joining with me, as always, we have my good friend Ashley.
Hola, yo soy Ashley.
And our best friend Pete.
Me amo Pedro. That's me.
Did you see my hashtag, by the way? Go back to mine.
Pete.
No, go back to mine. Andy, can you put up that hashtag? I made this one special. Pete.
Oh, funny little monkey.
By the way, for those of you who don't follow us on Facebook, it was Pete and my friend-iversary.
Yeah,
4
I saw that.
years.
I saw that. It was
4 years.
Aww. I was a little
So it all
jealous. I'm
started
over
with
here
me
like,
walking up to this man, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? I see you at the gym, and then I saw you at the bus and everything. You got
That's
some
seriously how it
tattoos,
happened.
and you're not that intimidating. What's up? You want to be friends?"
That's exactly how it happened.
that's sort of like how I met you. Like I was like, I saw you in the bus. I know you.
She did do that too.
I was
That's
like-
literally how I met both of you guys. Was you guys walked up to me and said,
Hey, you.
"I know you from the bus."
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be friends
You
now.
look harmless. Can we be friends? That's essentially what I was going to.
No one who is that size and has that hair is intimidating.
Like a
So
little puppy.
we're gonna be friends now. No, but
You're not gonna murder me in my sleep.
Pete and I
know.
saw each other in the city.
Yeah.
And then we saw each other at the gym a couple times. And yeah, one time he was like, I had my ear, because when I'm at the gym, I have like just happy pop punk music going the whole time, but I have it really loud just in my ears. And I'm in like, I gotta do this and then that and then this and then that. And I'm in my own zone. And I felt Pete staring at me like for like longer than a beat. And I kind of just like looked over and he was like looking at me. And then he was like, and so I like moved my earbud out of my ear, and he goes, "Do you work in the city?"
That's
And I went,
so
"Yeah."
Cute.
He goes, "I do too. I've seen you."
Pete, what made you like talk to Pete? Pete.
Pete, what made you talk
Well,
to
I mean-
yourself?
I talk to myself every day. It's like it's a gift and a curse, really.
You're your own best
No,
friend.
I talk to strangers all the time. Danny was just so very like he was friendly and cool with it, and so we went through it. Usually nothing happens. It's like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I see you around a little bit. If it's a girl, hey, ipso facto, want to do it? But
So interesting. I don't think I've ever like approached anyone of the same sex and just been like, "Hey, you want to be friends?" I'm like, "What?"
It was weird, but how did we go from we said hi to each other in the gym, and we knew that we both worked in like entertainment, and we went to the same gym. How did we go from that to hanging out? Like
I
that's
think
the part that
we
I don't
became
know.
social media friends. We became social media
Okay.
friends, and like you saw just like asinine stuff. You were talking about your show. I think I was talking about like gaming and stuff like that. And when we started texting about it, we were like, "Oh yeah, you want to come to the show? Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll come to your show. Like, yo, you want to hang out, like play video games and drink? Yeah."
And that's literally what we started
Okey-dokey.
doing like twice a week.
That's so
Like
cute.
twice a week moving forward.
So cute.
Up until like the week of you leaving, we were still hanging out and playing video games and just drinking.
You guys are basically like a relationship, like a couple. Like couples do
Yeah,
that.
and
Oh,
I
pretty
was
much.
engaged.
At the time, yeah. Did I drive you guys apart? Can I just ask that? Did I drive you guys apart? I feel like you guys were like the mom and dad.
Oh, we were the mom and dad with you all the time. That
Yeah,
was it. That was very similar to that.
I
It was
felt
like,
really-
we would make the smart, rational decisions, and Danny would be like, let's do it.
Aw.
That's exactly what used to
No.
happen. And so like when they were no more, I was like, did I cause this? This is my fault.
Danny started getting PTSD. Like, Mom, Dad.
Did you guys divorce because of me?
Yeah, it was my fault. That's what I thought.
me?
I literally had to go through it again because my real
don't
parents
love me
divorced
enough.
and then my other parents divorced.
Aw. Hey.
I am the only common factor in this. Apparently, I'm a destroyer of relationships. Andy,
Well, no,
stay
that's
away
what I'm
from me.
saying. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that. I'm like, we're fine. We're doing great. Don't jinx this.
Well, to be fair, we don't.
Danny,
Yeah,
That
to,
too, and Pavona's Beyonce
to
too.
be fair, we don't hang out as much as me and Pete hung out.
we should though.
The offer's always there. I have no friends now. Pete moved away, and now like on the weekends, I band stuff or roommates, and that's it.
Just come to the city. I'll take you everywhere.
It's so hard to just like go. Yeah, let's go to the city.
I know it is.
Right?
That's why I moved back to the city.
All right, guys. Coming up after this, we've got some Netflix and Spill.
That's depressing stuff.
We've got so much
I
to
know.
get to. Guys, stay tuned.
No divorce
Come back after
talk.
this.
Sorry.
Thursday edition of Poppin' Off. Stay tuned.
Thanks. I think someone has a crush on you.
Okay, who?
Let's make a game of it. One of these is a lie. He's 6'4". He collects stuffed exotic birds. He spends his free time trying to save lives.
Are you talking about Kevin?
Yeah! He's a registered bone marrow donor. Last week he got a call. He might be a match.
He's so cute. Oh, he is.
You could be a life-saving match for a patient with blood cancer. Learn more at dkms.org.
Have you ever wanted to have a fantasy expert in the palm of your hand? Or better yet, in the pocket of your khakis? Well, check it out. Now you can. It's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app. Download it now to your phone. We promise no weird viruses, no strange tracking things, just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of pure fantasy knowledge dropping all over your head. It's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app. Stop being a weirdo and streaming it online. Get it on your phone. Take it with you everywhere you go.
We gotta let this breathe a little bit, Producer Chris. Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me, as always, is my good friend Ashley. And our best friend Pete.
That's me. Just checking in. I'm sorry. I'm in love with. I follow like Rita Ora and Iggy Azalea and Halsey, and I'm not gonna lie.
Why do you? Okay, no, I have to answer this. Pete, why? It's like every single girl that you like, I genuinely consider to be like so tacky. Like Rita Ora, I mean, all right, fine, whatever.
I don't even know who that person
She's
is.
cute because she has an accent. But Iggy Azalea, I mean, she gets a break because everybody makes fun of her. But still, she's pretty tacky. And then Hasley, out of all people,
I know
she's
Iggy
dipping
Azalea.
into
Iggy
G-Eazy.
Azalea.
Do you know what
the other
that
two
is?
people, I don't know who either one of those two people are.
My thing is, anyone that's in a relationship with G-Eazy, that would be something that I wouldn't want to touch afterwards.
Is she speaking in
I'm
tongues? I don't know what's happening.
Like, "Bleh.
Why? What's wrong with Gerald?
What's wrong with Gerald? He's
What's wrong
gross.
with Gerald?
He is gross. He is disgusting. Yeah, I said it. And they have issues.
No, it's okay. I'd still probably sleep with them both if they were just like, yo, Pete, listen, we got to do something right now, but like, can we all do? Oh yeah, sure. Okay, right here. Yeah, it's fine.
You just gotta do like certain drugs with them. That's all.
I
And
don't
I'm
know
just-
what's happening.
I'm like, I can't. I don't know.
So look, I think Rita Ora is like I would marry her in a heartbeat. Iggy Azalea is like more along the lines of she's like the one that I wanted to do before she did all whatever the hell was going on.
I
with
like her
face.
new nose job. Her nose job is awesome. It works for her.
All right, can we get to something
Rita-
that I
Rita-
understand? Hold on.
I'm sorry. Rita
Sorry.
Ora has a body handcrafted by Jesus Christ himself. But anyway, keep going.
No. That's like saying, what's that girl's name? Tanashi? That's like saying, like, oh, let me guess, you love her too.
Yeah.
All right. Can we get back to something important? All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're gonna do the pop of the week. All right, so we got 2 pops of the week. I am super stoked about these. Actually,
Yeah, I was like, I almost did a backflip. but
I got
don't even
one
know
in
how
the
to do a
mail.
backflip.
I got one in the mail this week, and then the other one was a pre-order from from GameStop that I was very excited when I got in the mail or when I got the call for it. We have the Stranger Things exclusive Steve, and this is with the bandana and the goggles when he goes underground in season 2, and he's like fighting the roots and everything.
Yeah.
It actually has like speckles of ash and stuff in his hair. The
No, it
detail.
does. I thought you messed it up.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you got paint on him.
No,
No.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
Like the detail that's in that one. I am so happy I got it.
Yeah.
And it's worth more than what I paid for it, even shipped to my house.
So how much did you pay for it?
I think it was on sale. I think I got it for $9.99 plus whatever shipping and handling. So I think it was like $5 or $6 shipping. So it's already more than that.
Yeah, the highest value that I found was $32, but the average is about $17. So yeah, either way, you're still making money.
I still made like $1 or $2. I don't even care. It's awesome.
Look at this guy, ladies. He's investing. He's investing in
I'm
pops
an
that are-
investment.
I'm an investment.
Anyway,
God gets me every time. Gets me every time. Mind you, can I say that we were so stoned when that happened? Am I allowed to say that?
you just asked on the air. You
Listen,
realize that you don't have an
listen,
internal
listen.
monologue. You're just
Listen.
asking on the air.
It's Thirsty Thursdays. We can do what we want.
Okay. this is a new show. Danny and I were in such a moment at that time where we were just ranting and riffing on like our so-called podcast we were doing at the time. And then he had just said that stuck in my head for like till this day. Now, I'm an investment.
The
He's
funny-
so nonchalant, and he was just like, yeah.
The funniest part about it, the funniest part about it was that I got there by talking to you. So it wasn't even like I just blurted it out. It was, we talked about this, then you asked me a question, then we went to this, then I went to this, and then all of a sudden I just turned to you and went, I'm an investment.
Aww, oh my god.
And it was like,
You're really like.
Oh my god!
It was a really intense relationship conversation, and like I was
Really
going through like my existential crisis at the time, and like really like I need to get out of this hellhole that I was currently in. And then Danny was like, and then it just happened, dude. There's okay, we gotta go. I know we have to talk to this. We have to talk about the pop of the week, but Danny, at some point we have to get into relationships right now. We have to.
I mean, we can simply because wait, I have a loophole. So we can talk about relationships because we can talk about how Steve got played. So there you go. There's a connection to relationship. Take it away. What's up?
Keep
well,
going.
no. Season 1, Steve was a douche. I don't know if we can say that word, but I'm using it.
No, he wasn't.
Season 1 was a douche.
But he was like the high school jock douche, like the one that's like, oh, I'm gonna punch things, but I'm really sensitive inside.
He was a douche.
Stuff like that.
He was a douche. Now he had character development, and I love him in season 2. I'm just saying, season 1, Steve was a douche.
No, he wasn't. It was like maybe the first 3 or 4 episodes. Like he was just like, all right.
No, man. I would say season 1 he was misunderstood.
Right. Thank you, Pete.
I think he was a douche, and then he had character development, and then season 2 he was a good guy.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. He was a good guy at first too. His heart was in the right place.
I think the last episode of season 1 he's an okay guy, and then season 2 he's a good guy.
What do you think, Pete, in terms of relationships?
With him, I think he was just straight up misunderstood. Absolutely, he was just misunderstood. And then season 2, I think he had always been a good guy. I think Homegirl was
Playing
a
with his
trifling
little heart
hoe,
like a
yo.
fiddle. She was. She was starting it up. Starting it up.
Yeah, damn straight. THOT. Thought up in it.
By the way, I just wanted to make an address to the trilogy
whole
we've got.
Trinity
We've got
over here.
a trilogy. I said trilogy.
Trinity.
Trilogy. We got.
Gotta start rapping.
I like this power
Rabbit.
Danny's
group right
band
here.
is
Right
gonna
now.
change from like what like.
No, we're gonna be pop punk forever.
I was gonna say pop punk, but then I was really scared. Like I was like, oh my god, what if he doesn't associate himself with pop punk? Like, oh my god, this is gonna be intense. Like, no.
No, I was gonna say a different word. We're a crappy pop punk band.
No, don't say that about yourself. You are an investment.
That's terrible.
All right, girl? You're an investment.
Adorable.
Anyway, so pop of the week.
Or an investment now.
Investment.
How much is Bob Ross Deadpool?
So Bob Ross Deadpool right now is valued at about he's not doing so great. So the highest
He just came out. I'm fine with that. He's a common. I don't care.
I mean, is he really a common? I thought he was like.
He's not an exclusive anywhere. You can buy him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It's not unfortunate. They have a lot of Deadpools that came out for the movie, and this was just one of them. This is one of them that came out from based on one of the trailers, one of the Deadpool 2 trailers, where he's sitting there and the whole trailer is him just painting a picture dressed up as.
I
as
remember
Bob Ross.
that.
Yeah, that one is just from that. There are a couple coming out, bunch of random ones that weren't even associated with the movie, but just because of the movie. One is going. Actually, 2 are going to Target. One's going to Hot Topic. One is a box lunch. And another one is a PX, I believe, or.
But do you see in yesterday's episode we were talking about the marketing for Solo. Do you see the level of marketing that Deadpool has? Solo wasn't even close to that. Like,
Solo had a lot of pops, and they had a Hot Topic and a lunch, 2 Hot Topic exclusives, 2 Lunchbox exclusives. Yeah.
I've never seen them.
Yep. The one of them, I know this for sure, was a flocked Chewie with goggles, and I thought that one was really cool. Actually, Billy McDonald, if you're in the chat, I can't see you. If you're in the chat, Billy McDonald was actually talking about how he really wanted that one because that one was really cool.
It is.
It's
cool,
flocked.
but-
It's from, I believe that one was the boxed lunch Solo exclusive.
And what was the other
Chewie.
one?
There was a Han Solo one for Hot Topic.
I don't know. Not that exciting.
That's the thing. There's not too much to work with. Deadpool just went crazy. Deadpool's marketing
Deadpool.
was great. They just exploded.
Yeah.
Like the
I'm curious about if they spent just as much as how you know how much the first Deadpool cost to make. I'm looking at it right now.
very little. I know that for sure.
58 million.
Most of it is CGI,
Making-
so I mean, all they really have to do is be in a studio. Most of it's done in post, don't you
Right.
think?
Well, yeah, but they still travel. I mean, it's still actors and everything,
Of
but
course,
they
there's still a set. You have to
58
pay
million.
people. Yeah.
they made 363 million domestic and 783 million global.
Wow. So no
Um,
wonder they gave them the opportunity to do the second one. To be honest.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
then the
profit.
budget, I guess, for the second one was 110 million.
It's almost basically double.
No, it's
Almost
not.
double.
To be honest,
Very close to double.
not
Let's
as
just say double.
10 million less.
It's
Yeah.
not as significant as you think it would be, simply because it's like they started with 58, they topped off with 700. So it's like, don't you think they would have like a bit of a higher like mark? Maybe like
What are you talking about?
225? I don't know.
Oh, you mean the budget that they gave him for the second one?
Right, and the profit that they made in
but
return.
They
You
couldn't
would-
afford that, but that was a joke because they couldn't afford all the other X-Men. So that's why, like, they would have had way more. Could you imagine if it was a Star Wars $300 million budget?
Oof.
They
Oof.
would be having the X-Men in it. You'd be having probably Hugh Jackman in it for longer than just like a photo of him.
You're
that's
talking
what
about the
they-
first one, because the second one, the ending credits had Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that doesn't go into a lot. That doesn't go into a lot of money.
Do you think it paid?
It's not like it's,
Do you think they had to pay him anything, or do you think he was just like, nah, I'll do it?
I mean, I am certain that he probably has at this point some kind of cut into
yeah, like a contract or something.
Wolverine
Right.
and any use of Wolverine, being that it's his likeness within Wolverine. So, like, I'm sure. Oh, look, that little character in the beginning. Cha-ching. Oh, look, Hugh Jackman reference. Cha-ching. Oh, look, ending credit. Cash money.
Cash money.
That's exactly, like, okay, he probably didn't get paid that much. Maybe like $750,000, maybe $1 million.
All right. So, by the way, next week I want to.
Some change.
We're almost out of time for the Funko segment, but I did want to bring this up. E3 is next week. There have been a couple of shared exclusives that have been announced and stuff like that. One is the one that's going to be shared with Hot Topic or GameStop, not Hot Topic. GameStop is the Invisible Master Chief from Halo, which looks really cool. I know Martin was saying that he really wanted that one. There's a couple other ones that are shared exclusives for E3. E3's not really big with Pops. This year they have a few, so maybe if they do well, then maybe next year there'll be more, stuff like that. We'll put them out next week, and we can say where they're all available in the shared exclusives and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, coming back after this, we've got Netflix and Spill. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Okie dokie.
Are you new to Daily Fantasy? Are you a veteran? Either way, you can better your chances of winning money, and lots of it, by going to dailyroto.com. Multiple people have become millionaires thanks to the guys at Daily Roto. Why not take advice from the experts? You can become a millionaire too. Just go to dailyroto.com to rock daily fantasy sports.
Skix sneakers are taking over tailgates and alumni homes across America. Skix canvas high top, low top, slip-on, and kids tennis style sneakers designed in officially licensed college colors and logos is a must-have for every college fan's wardrobe. Fun, fashionable, and comfortable. Whether you're at the big game or watching the game at home, Skix helps fans perform better. Go to Skix.com and use promo code FNTSY for 15% off your pair now. That's Skix.com. Skix sneakers, the soul of a true fan.
You know, they had the same theme music in Teen Mom too.
Welcome back into Poppin Off. I'm going to ignore what she said. My name is Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, my good friend Ashley and our best friend Pete.
Poppin'! What just spit out?
Right away, don't you dare say, oh, I'm gonna ignore that. You just spent all yesterday's show talking about stupid Jersey Shore.
Whoa.
She's allowed to
Jersey
make
Shore
a
is
Teen Mom
Whoa.
reference.
Jersey Shore is
Whoa.
bomb.
Come back to me.
No,
Anyway.
Bomb.
No, here's a fun fact
Anyway.
about the show. Here's a fun fact. Teen Mom actually since that show took off, teen pregnancy actually went down.
That's
Jersey
good.
Shore, when that show launched, the amount of people that flocked to that damn shore wanting to get their GTL on increased tenfold. So one helped society, one hindered it.
What about Alabama Shore?
No, that's called Florida Bama.
Oh yeah.
I watched that too with my roommates. Any of my roommates who are watching right now, I'll call them out. Andy, Megan, and Hannah. Yeah, Florida Bama. Florida Bama Shore. It takes place in Panama City. We watched all the episodes on that.
Isn't it terrible?
It is the worst show I've ever seen.
I don't even know how it got picked up for a second
entire
season.
life.
I don't
Got
get
picked
it.
up for a second season?
Dude, yes, it did. It's coming back this summer.
Holy
Because
crap.
they're forcing it upon us. Like, literally, we accepted Jersey Shore, and it's now a tradition. It's like Christmas.
Producer
or
Chris,
Easter.
you
Like,
don't
chill.
understand. You don't understand. I hate myself for liking Jersey Shore. And it's not even that I like it. It's that when it's on, I'll watch it. And the new season is very interesting. The new season is very interesting because everyone is different. People have babies and they still act like they used to act. But Florida Bama Shore,
It's gross.
it's
It's where STDs go to live
It's
and
people
die.
who grew up watching Jersey Shore and now think that that's what they're supposed to do on TV.
Really?
It is so weird watching it. It was uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, going by Pete's
Comfortable sitting here.
experiences.
I
Going
had
by,
to listen to you talk about like 3 or 4 girls. I have no idea who they were.
You can just Google them and get fap happy. This, I don't care. I work in this industry. I know that this is dumbing us down.
She
and
got me
people will
started
curse
on that.
the
All
time.
right. We'll go into Netflix and spill. I'm more excited about that because what I was touching on yesterday. I wanted to bring up all of the new trailers that came out because trailers exploded this past week.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know
did.
why.
I don't know what's
I don't
going
know
on.
why, but trailers exploded, and I'm really excited about at least 3 of them.
which are
We got the Lego Movie 2, which I don't care how old you are. Lego Movie was great.
the trailer was pretty cool. I'm a little confused by it. I don't know what theme they're going by.
That one. Then we have what else did we have? I posted
What else do we have?
we had
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Bumblebee's the new Transformers movie, but it takes place in the 80s before the original Transformers.
Who's directing it?
Is it Michael Bay?
Not Michael Bay.
It's not Michael Bay.
I don't think it's Michael Bay.
So there's no
you would've
lens?
saw an
It's not
explosion
Michael
right
Bay.
away.
So what you're saying is there's no
Jesus,
explosions or
anyone.
lens flares in this.
I know, like,
again-
please take the wheel, anyone.
And Bumblebee, Jesus, take the wheel. And Bumblebee is, as I said before, Bumblebee is like
Bumblebee.
right around the little BWB. Buzz.
Ooh,
Um,
buzz.
Honey, you better stop. But no, but it honestly, like, the way it looks in the beginning, it just looks like, as I told Danny, so I'm recycling the joke, but it looks like Herbie Fully Loaded with, like, a whole bunch of stuff, except Lindsay Lohan's not doing blow in between takes.
It's true.
Like, this girl seems to have.
Dude, I
But-
miss Lindsay Lohan. She has a British accent now.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But going back to the actual movie, when I saw the trailer, the reason I'm excited for it is because it made me interested like I was when I saw the trailer for the first Transformers. Because I really liked the first Transformers, the one with Shia LaBeouf.
Of course,
and-
everyone
and-
does.
and Megan Fox and stuff like that. I really liked that. And since then, there are a lot of other Transformers that came out, and I've been very not interested in them. But
It's like Fast and the Furious. It's like, when is it gonna end?
I heard all the Fast and
Honestly.
Furious were great. I've never dove into the Fast and Furious franchise, but I've heard all of them have been great.
I haven't either.
I've never.
I'm insulted.
I've
I'm
never.
insulted.
I've never. At this point, it's like I feel like if I'm going to, then I just got to go full on and just watch them all.
No,
I
don't
can't just
do
watch
it.
like
I
one
saw
or
Tokyo
two.
Drift
Don't
'cause
waste
I
your
had a little bit
time.
of Asian fetish at one point, and I was like, "Oh man, Tokyo Drift, hell yeah, I want to see some Asian girls in some cars." Hey, hey, hey.
That was me with Fast and Furious. With I really don't know what's her name, but she like drove like
I know
a
who you're
pink
talking
car.
about. Michelle
Something.
Rodriguez?
She was honest to God. I was
Michelle
telling
Rodriguez.
Andy.
Michelle Rodriguez.
No, not Michelle. Well, of course Michelle Rodriguez, but the other one. No, she was Asian. She was like so cute. She drove like a pink car.
I had
She was
no
only
idea.
in there for like a small scene, but she was literally like my first girl crush. Like I was like, yes, Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Anyway,
Her name was Suki. She's Ludacris's girl.
Yes.
Producer
Man,
Chris knows everything
man.
about the
I
Fast
had,
and
like-
Furious series.
I had like the biggest like.
I just
oh.
knew that because I had the same crush too.
Dude, I was like sweating her. That's when I realized I was like, oh man, I might like girls. I was like, this is
Hold on, I'll
intense.
tell you her name right now.
I'm like this
Here
is
comes this rabbit hole.
Anyway,
that I'm about to
while
just
producer
jump
Chris
down.
is looking that up,
let's
so
have a discussion about
so if I'm gonna
sexuality.
dive into Fast and Furious, I'm gonna watch all of them. I'm not gonna just watch one or two. But
gross.
so the thing about Bumblebee, it made me interested again because it didn't look like it was just another Transformers for the sake of Transformers. So it actually made me excited. I might be down to go see it in the theaters.
I have to. I know this. I sound like a snob, but I have to genuinely see who's directing it, who's the cinematographer, because that's how I know it'll be good, and who's the writer as well. Because if not, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna invest myself into another Transformer movie. Like Shia LaBeouf got all my money. I'm done.
Ashley, her name is Devin Aoki. And for
Oof.
you guys, for Pete and Danny, she was also in Sin City.
Oof. Oh my
What was she in Sin
God.
City?
Somebody dry my
I-
She was
seat.
the little katana girl, right? That would just
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I know who we're
Yeah.
talking
Devin.
about now.
I just thought back to be really racist. I was like, what was the one thing in Sin City that she did?
So
Yeah,
Wait,
she
her name
was
was in her name in Sin City was Miho.
okay, the
I'm just kidding.
Her real name is Devin.
the other movie trailer that came out this week. There were a couple, but the other one that I'm super excited about is Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph
ahead and
breaks
kill
the
me.
internet.
Go ahead and kill me.
Yeah,
Just slaughter me now.
Ashley
Okay,
hasn't seen Wreck-It Ralph.
and I'll explain why. For
God.
some reason,
Okay, yeah, I want to hear.
for some reason, when I was younger, I was like, it's no surprise, but I was like super pretentious. So I was like, I was just over it. Like I was like, oh, so because I think no, not Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim didn't come out in the same timeline, right? Did it come out like before?
Scott
or
Pilgrim
after?
came out before.
Before. There you go. So that's why I was like super pretentious because I was like, oh, so now everyone's getting on the bandwagon of like bit music and like video games and arcade. Like, oh God, I'm not gonna contribute to this. So I haven't seen it.
Wait a minute. The pronunciation of contribute was really weird in that sentence.
I say it like
Number
that.
one. Number one.
Contribute.
Number two, we have to go to
Contribute.
break, but I really need to finish this conversation because Wreck-It Ralph and Scott Pilgrim were nowhere near the
I
same
know,
movie.
but that's the thing. I thought, it's like one of those things where like, okay, well, something's trending or something did well off, like Scott Pilgrim did. So everyone else is just following through with it. And
I think
going
I
with
saw
the
Wreck-It
old-
Ralph in the theaters.
with the old nostalgia theme, like the old, comic book arcade kind of situation. So I didn't want to watch it specifically.
You know Andy's seen Wreck-It Ralph, right?
I know.
All right, guys. We're going to finish this conversation coming out after
That's
the
how
break.
you get me. Like,
Stay tuned. Come back after this. We're going to talk more about Wreck-It Ralph too. I don't know. Coming back after this, we're going to talk about stuff and do things. Stay tuned.
Want a chance to win 2 tickets to a 2018 World Series game? Go to dailyroto.com/DKMS. There you'll find a link to a free DFS baseball contest every day. The contests are sponsored by DKMS, and they're looking for your help in the fight against blood cancer. For many patients, a bone marrow transplant is the best chance for survival. Find out how you can help and play in free DFS contests with a shot at winning 2 tickets to a 2018 World Series game. Go to dailyroto.com/DKMS. That's dailyroto.com/DKMS. It's Poppin' Off.
I just got an email from Alien Con in Pasadena that our press passes have been approved.
Mothership hears you.
I
And listen,
expect.
if I get teamed up, guys, I am so sorry, but like, first opportunity to ditch this planet, deuces.
This is what I expect. David Duchovny is going to be there. So this is what I want, Pete. I want a video of David Duchovny saying, "Hi, my name's David. You should be watching Poppin' Off on YouTube."
Whatever, nanu, I got you.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is my best friend Pete.
I was just Ashley. She had to tinkle.
She did have to tinkle. That's what is she on the phone with you? You're going through.
She's on the phone.
I'm gonna say the magic words. Tinkle, tangle. Ashley's back. All right, Ashley's back. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, hello,
Holla, holla, holla,
holla,
holla.
holla.
That's how Ashley answers the phone. When
That's you. I do. Every time I answer the phone, I would just be like, "Hello," and this is my face. I'd be like,
And so we end up spending like 30 seconds. The first 30 seconds of every phone call is like that.
giggling.
Just going back and forth and giggling. Hello,
Tee-hee,
hello, hello,
tee-hee.
You
hello.
respond like that
Hello.
because when Danny calls me, I just go, "What do you want?"
That's
He
what-
told me that.
Hey.
Yeah,
He has.
I told
So
her
he's
that.
like- he's like, whenever Pete, I'll text him like 4 different times in like 6 hours, and then he'll answer. Like I'll call him, and he'll just be like, "I saw your text." I'm like, my poor little Danny. I always feel so bad. I was like, my poor Danny. It's not his fault.
I'm like,
Danny leaves out this. Danny leaves out that he sent me an image on Instagram. He sent me a link on a Facebook message.
Yeah.
He texted me.
He did
and
leave
then
that
he
out.
called me. And then look, I got a couple tweets from him that is like, hey,
number one,
Danny's calling.
number one. This is how I know everything you're saying
do you want?
is BS because I never send you any tweets. The only things I send you on Instagram.
Wednesdays.
The only things I send you on Instagram are either tattoos, hairless cats, or
Yes,
pops.
I was gonna say, please say it. It's a lot of cat stuff. It's a whole
That's
lot of
really
cat stuff that
interesting.
he sent.
It's always hairless cats.
He sends me the same thing.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
That's
I
so
kind of just
weird.
alternate.
I know, like he looks at our messages and he's like, okay, I sent her hairless, cat.
Because
I'm gonna
I
send
know
one to Pete.
I've converted you to liking hairless cats, so now I usually always send you a
I
hairless cat
do,
thing.
but I would never physically touch one.
Oh, I'm getting one.
I would never physically touch one.
I love my little black cat named 11. I love her, but if I have the opportunity to get a hairless cat, I am 110%
And
gonna have.
11 is gonna look at that cat like, what happened?
11's gonna be older
man?
sister to a hairless cat.
Like
yeah.
you ever seen that meme? It's like, that's that meme. Like 11 is gonna look at that cat like that. Like,
Yeah.
what happened to your hair?
Yeah.
What did they do to you?
Yeah.
Are they gonna do it to me?
Yeah.
Oh, not cool.
And then I'm gonna shave her bald so they'll be equal.
No. Whoa! Somebody call ASPCA.
Did I ever tell you the story? I almost didn't get to adopt her.
Yeah, you told me.
I told you that story.
Yeah,
I'll do it really.
was cute. And
I'll
you
do it
guys
really
bonded
quick.
for a little bit.
Yeah, I did it really quick. So I went to go adopt a cat, and I wanted either a black cat or a hairless cat, but I found out that hairless cats, you have to have a really good climate control for them because they don't have any fur, so they get cold. I didn't realize that.
You told me that
Right.
they do grow hair.
I didn't realize that if they are too cold, they will grow like peach fuzz, like a little bit of. They won't be like covered like a cat or anything like that. But it's a defense mechanism. They will grow some fur, like little peach fuzz fur stuff like that. But anyway, so I looked at SPCA's all around, and I found one that had this really little teeny tiny male black cat with crystal blue eyes. And I was like, boom, that's my cat. I'm gonna call him. I think at the time I wanted to call him like Jackson or something like a dude, like a guy name for a cat.
I know a gay
No,
bartender
Frankie.
named Jackson.
It was Frankie. I was gonna call him Frankie, and Frank for short.
Danny, I love that name.
That's what I was gonna call him. Crystal blue eyes. For
I'm gonna freak you out really quick.
For Frank Sinatra.
Go ahead.
For Frank Sinatra, I was gonna call him Frankie.
I'm gonna freak you out,
And then
but go
Frank
ahead.
Sinatra. But anyway, so I went in. I got there before the place opened, and I was like, boom, walked in. As soon as the door was open, I was like looking around, and I went in the wrong room. I went into the grown-up cat room first. So I just made a beeline. I was like looking all over the place. I made the mistake. Couple walked in right after me. They knew where they were going. They went right to the cage. They adopted him. So then I'm bummed. I'm with 2 roommates, and they're walking around too, and I'm like looking at all these cats, and they're cool. They had like full gray cats, full white cats, like all these cats, and they had like a giant black cat, like the biggest cat I've ever seen. all black. And I was like, that's great, but I really wanted a kitten. I didn't want like a couple-year-old cat. I wanted a kitten that I could raise and, stuff like that. So I sat down and I was just like, and I look right next to me where I'm sitting down. There's this cage, and it's got like 3 kittens in it. It's got like a gray one with like some patches. It's got a white and black one, and it's got an all black one with like weird bright yellow eyes. And I'm like looking in the cage, and a lady had told me like that was the only black kitten that they had, was the one that got adopted, the one that I wanted. And I'm looking in the cage, and I'm like, she doesn't have any white on her. And so I just kind of like tapped one of the ladies that was walking by that worked there. I was like, are all these cats spoken for? And she goes, actually, no, they just came in. No, none of them have been adopted. And actually they're already all spayed or neutered, or whichever one is which for male or female cat. And I said, can I see the little black one? The little black one, I'm holding her like this, and she's like looking at me like she's pissed off at me, and I was just like, and then she fell asleep in my arm, and I was like, I think I'm gonna take her, like this one right here, the one that's asleep. And so I was writing up the paperwork, and one of the questions was, will you ever let your cat outside? And this was a weird question because I live with roommates who already have cats, and they have brought their cat outside.
To the backyard.
Fenced in backyard, everything like that. But this thing didn't stipulate anything. It didn't say, period. It just said, will you let it outside? And yes or no.
You said no?
No, I said yes.
Oh.
But I wrote in an explanation. I said yes, but with a harness and a leash. And I wrote that.
Aww.
And so they're reading over the questionnaire and everything, and she goes, you want to bring your cat outside? And I was like, I want my cat to know that there is an outside. Like, I am willing to buy a leash and a harness, and I want my cat to be able to go outside and see what it's like outside. But I'm not gonna like let her off the leash and let her run away or anything like that. And she goes, you can't adopt a cat. And I was like, what?
Rude.
What now? And she goes, yeah, you're not allowed. That's just in there for cement. We don't want anyone to be letting these cats. The cat's gonna run away. I was like, how's a cat gonna run away if it's on a leash and harness? And she was like, I'm going to have to talk to the higher-ups about this, whether we can let you adopt this cat or not. And I was like,
what's all the big fuss about?
And so the lady that actually handed me the cat walks over, and she goes, you're not going to let this cat out, like, really, right? And I was like, no. I just want the cat to know that there's an outside. Like, I'm going to buy a harness and stuff, too. Like, I've seen other people bring a cat outside. I was just like, I want to be able to, I just want to be able to my cat to see the outside.
outside, yeah.
I'm not going to, like, let her go or anything like that. Why would I go to all this trouble to have a cat?
Right.
Like, if I was just gonna like let it go. And she goes, oh, okay, well, I'll talk to them. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So she basically was the like defending me and be like, he's had animals, he lives with animals, like he's not gonna let this cat outside. He wants the cat to be able to see. Yeah, I am an animal basically. And so finally she convinced the other people to let me adopt the cat.
Why didn't you keep the name Frankie? That's my question.
Because the way that this cat looked at me, I was like, there's something dark with this cat.
Yeah.
So,
I wish we had like an image of her to put it up.
Peyton
but
was taken.
Yeah, she has a face. Like she really does.
She's the very definition of resting bitch face.
Oh yeah, that's
11 has resting bitch face. I don't know, but 11 has that face. Either way, I said it twice. That's it. We'll get away with it. But
you did.
She looks very angry, but she's very nice to me most of the time.
You only.
To me most of the time.
I have 2 things. One, when I went to the a animal care center, I don't know, they never asked me any questions. Literally filed an application and took the cat home the same day. No one spoke to me.
You didn't have like a questionnaire? No,
I just paid my money and I left.
Wow.
Yeah. And second, I actually was called Frankie when I was little. Yeah. My dad's name was Frank. So, like, I looked, like, just like him. Now I look like my mother. But I used to look just like him, and everyone used to call me, like, Baby Frankie. So I'm like, that's so weird. Look at the odds. What are the odds?
All right.
I cut my nails. Sorry.
I checked out a lot of that. I checked out of a lot of that cat conversation.
Oh, I know.
God.
Here we go. Because you're a dog person.
Meow over it.
No, look, I grew up with 2 cats and 2 dogs at the same time.
I grew up with a dog. So, I mean...
Exactly. I think it's best of both worlds. If you actually growing
That's
up in
what
my
she said.
house, because it was just me and my dad, so we filled the house. We had an indoor cat that went outside to go to the bathroom. We had an outdoor cat that we just fed outside that never came inside. We had 2 dogs. We had birds. We had fish.
Do we have a cat for the studio?
Hermit
Teach you how
crabs.
to pee in the toilet.
I'm fine with that.
I'm extending this for a second. My fiance brought her cat with us when she moved in with me.
How old is the cat?
The cat's about 4 years old.
Oh,
And the
okay.
cat was very, like, it was very bitchy, very mean, like, and I think the issue was that it didn't really have much interaction with anybody. Then we got Doc, my dog, and now the cat's named Zoe. She is super mushy with me now. I mean, the only problem is that Doc tries to, like, sniff and lick her butt all the time.
He's like, what are you? What are you?
I don't know.
How is she
I
with
want you.
him though? Because she's old enough to understand that, like,
okay.
hey,
She
dogs
slap
are
him?
kind of
She
like.
just runs away from him a lot.
Oh, okay.
Lately, she sleeps in his crate.
See, my cat,
Interesting.
my cat Nola, like she's very like independent. So like, and she's only about 4 months old. So it's like, if she wants you to pet her, she'll go to you to pet her. But then after a while, she's like, all right. She pushes you away. She's like, I'm done. I'm done now. Bye.
All right. So I promise. After
We're
the
gonna
break,
talk about stuff that's real.
After the break, we're gonna mush.
We're not gonna mush about our pets anymore.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I promise. We'll get to hashtag trending. We'll get to
We're so
Netflix
boring.
and spill. We got a lot to get to. We're gonna have to just slam it all together. We'll do rapid fire. We got a lot to get to. I think Pete wanted to talk about something else too. We got a lot. Stay tuned.
Shut up, Pete.
Thursday edition of Poppin' Off. Let's go. Stay tuned.
Let's talk about that.
The sharpest fantasy sports minds are now available 24/7 straight from your mobile device. Download the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app and listen live or on demand to the finest tips, strategies, and advice from your favorite fantasy personalities. It's free and available for both iOS and Android devices. Your life isn't slowing down, so why should your fantasy sports? Head to fntsy.com/radio and download the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app today.
It's Poppin' Off.
We knew that we both worked in entertainment and we went to the same gym. How did we go from that to hanging out?
We became social media friends, and like you saw just like asinine stuff. You were talking about your show. I think I was talking about like gaming and stuff like that. We started texting about it. Like, oh yeah, you want to come to the show? Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll come to your show. Like, yo, you want to hang out, like play video games and drink? Yeah.
And that's literally what we started doing like twice a week.
That's so
Like
cute.
twice a week moving forward.
Oh, you guys are basically like a relationship.
Oh, pretty much.
Engaged.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Sing it.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, our good friend Ashley.
Hola, mamacita.
And our best friend Pete.
Hello.
Hello. No. Speak English. No,
Superman, no
speak
here.
English.
Superman, no.
No here. No. He's not.
All right.
here.
All right. So we got a lot to get to. I wanted to start this with some news about my life. So Andy, there is a slide downstairs that I made. Everybody in the Poppin' Off Facebook group has been asking why I haven't been buying a lot of pops and stuff like that. The 2 pops of the week I did pay for and got in advance and stuff like that. But I've been having a little bit of bad luck lately. And this particular slide, Andy, can you that is my ceiling. That's my ceiling. I was talking about this yesterday. Yeah, that is my ceiling. There is a giant hole where the ceiling should be. That part of the ceiling was in my bed. This happened Sunday late morning. I heard a giant crash come from my room. And yeah, so I am currently everything in my room is not in my room. And they're going to have to take down my entire ceiling and put in all new sheetrock, put in all new plaster, and then repaint.
I just really wonder, like, was your roommate doing something upstairs? Like, was he?
My
just
roommate
doing-
is on vacation. It's a she above me. She's on vacation.
So creepy.
So, nope.
Wait, was it the one that I met at the show, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
What a sports nut, huh?
But yeah, so I've had a little bit of little bit of bad luck lately.
He turns to me. He like tells the bartender Audrey about this, and then he's like, "Yeah, my
that's
roof
Marissa.
caved in."
I don't know why you said.
Why did you calling her Audrey? Because of her.
Because you want to call her Tokyo Art.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like maybe that's her alter ego, so I would rather call her that because maybe she's comfortable.
Shout out to
with it.
Marissa, by the way.
She's so bomb. She keeps us drunk the entire time. Just letting y'all know.
2 nights in a row. Yeah.
2 nights in a row. This is what we do. I slept in my shirt. Slept in the studio.
Obviously, one person was able to wear a different shirt than what they wore yesterday for the show.
I'm just a sloppy mess.
I just have a ton of Young and Reckless black and white T-shirts. Like,
I'm just a slob.
This is my
like,
wardrobe.
I'm okay to admit
every day.
that sometimes I wake up and I'm just like, do I really have to dress up? I'm going to put the same shirt on. Don't even care. I'm just gross. I'm just a gross human being.
Shirts and boxers are the 2 things that I shirts, boxers, and socks are the 3 things that I think I change daily.
Really? Like
Yeah.
how many times?
No, just once a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to know someone who had to shower like 3 times a day.
Nah, I would never do that.
Yeah, it was
Once a day is fine. Yeah, I work out, then shower, then start my day.
I would never do that. Once a day. That's good.
Anyway,
Thank you.
so I just wanted I wanted to get into that just so you guys knew.
Netflix.
I'm not like not buying pops.
You've had some good luck though, right? You've had some good luck.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that. We can get into more bad luck, but we're not.
Wait
getting into
a
good luck.
second. What happened? What did I miss?
But let's go to
What?
hashtag and trending.
What? What did you do?
We promised we'd go to hashtag and
What
trending.
did you do?
I just want to get his face red. That's all. We will
Pete,
talk about this.
message it to me. I need to know this.
I will.
Pete, don't message it to her until after the show. I do want to get into hashtag and trending though, because we have skipped so much that we haven't been. Stop looking. He's not gonna mention. He's not gonna mention it until after the show. Anyway, so I just want to go through a couple of video game related things really quick. Diablo, new game in the works. That's what Blizzard has made an announcement. I don't know how into Diablo anybody here is or anybody out there is. I liked Diablo 3 when it came on to Xbox One.
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead
Redemption. I always have problems at Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's not Blizzard. But yeah, that's great. Red Dead 2 is coming out.
Red
Yeah, that's
Dead.
cool.
There you go. Red Dead.
Destiny 2 new expansion just got announced. That's gonna completely change, I believe, the weapon classes and stuff like that. I just want to take 2 seconds to talk video games. I promise.
Fortnite is coming to Nintendo.
To Wii, yeah, it's gonna be on all the systems now. Yeah.
We could talk about video games. This will actually, honestly, besides movies, like I'm really into video games. So what's up? What's popping?
Well, the thing is, Pete and I can dive way more into video
Yeah, I
games.
know.
So
I'm
I just want to
I'm
brush the
getting
surface of
there.
video games.
I'm gonna buy I'm looking into a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo 64 just because I really want one for my house.
Just buy like the little mini NES now that they have.
No, but I want like the actual classic
This
one.
is
to
what you
play,
do.
Like so I
You
can do this with the games like.
No.
You can say it out loud so you can blow the games. It's cool. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just want to blow all my games.
This is what you do. You buy that computer, the what is
I
it?
took it there.
Raspberry Pi. It's like that little teeny tiny computer that makes no sense. And then you get casing for it. You can get emulators for all of NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, N64, and GameCube, I believe, onto that one system. Put it in a package and.
Why am I just learning about this? Usually, like I
don't know. All I heard
stuff.
was Raspberry Pi. I'm hungry.
You know, I've never had pie. Like I refuse it
All right,
every
next,
chance.
Yeah,
I get.
let's go to something completely
I
different.
can't believe. No, you can't start a sentence like that. I never had pie. You get out right now.
you get off this establishment.
She's never seen Wreck-It Ralph. She's never had pie. Like.
Wait, okay, can we reel it back in. Let's go back to Wreck-It Ralph just for a hot second. Man, my computer's dying because of the headphones.
Okay, can I make an honest confession? To be quite honest, I'm 100% sure that I've seen Wreck-It Ralph, but I was literally too stoned to remember it. So I'm just saying that I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
100% you should watch it that way again and then try to focus and enjoy it because it's even better.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
I
Danny,
was like 17 or 16 before, so yeah.
We don't have that much time left, actually. Great. Pavona, do we have another segment after this real quick? No. Oh, so we're almost out of time.
It's your damn cat story.
I blame you. You egged me on for that. Can we have like 2 more minutes or something like that? Can we? He said 1 more minute. All right, so go really quick. Jared Leto is getting his own Joker solo movie.
Which I'm not excited about.
Even though he's not going to be the Joker moving forward in the DC universe. He's getting his one-off Joker movie. How do we feel about this? Really quick.
Well, I just feel that I have $250 million burning a hole in my pocket. And I'm like, you know what I want to do? Put Jared Leto on screen as that shitty Joker. That's what I want to do. Oh, man.
Dude, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, I was telling... Dude, I was telling Danny that before the show. I'm like, seriously? He's like the millennial, like just new age, like crappy ass Joker. Like, why do I want to see that? Honestly, like, it's just gonna.
Danny's a.
I liked Heath Ledger as Joker. Yeah, don't get me.
Jared Leto has two. No, I'm no, it's full with you. Jared Leto has two things going for him. He's a good-looking dude, and apparently, through the grapevine, that dude is smuggling a schnauzer deep within his pockets.
Dude, I feel like he's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that like puts a mirror in front of himself like during intimate times because he's like so like in love with himself. Like,
can I get to one more? I just want to get to one more thing.
Do it.
One more thing before we run out of time. Donald Glover apparently is on the short list to be the new Willy Wonka.
Who else is running up with him?
Ryan Gosling. So right now it's looking like it's neck and neck between Donald Glover or Ryan Gosling. If you guys had to pick, who would you pick for the new Willy Wonka?
Hands down.
What? I heard
Donald
producer.
Glover.
Yeah.
I would say Donald Glover.
That's one vote for Don.
Wait.
Pete's for Donald Glover. You're for Donald Glover.
No, I'm for Ryan Gosling too. To be honest, though, Gosling. Sorry.
Okay, I'm for Donald Glover. Producer Chris is for Ryan Gosling. You're on the fence for both.
Yeah.
Here's why. Ryan Gosling's a great actor. I just feel like he's less quirky. I feel like.
Ooh, what's the vote, Andy?
What's Andy's vote?
Glover.
Damn it.
I feel like
3-2, we win.
Donald Glover is just more. He can be out there, and that's what Willy Wonka's supposed to be.
Okay, is it terrible to say that I wish I could combine the two to create one? Because I love something that Glover does. Like, he has the way to invest himself within a character, definitely. But then Gosling has like this smoothness about him that I feel like it would work for Willy Wonka as a character. Like, it's weird. I wish I could combine the
Gosling
two.
would be more like the Gene Wilder, while I think Donald Glover will be a little too much more like Johnny Depp, and I didn't like that.
No, I think Donald Glover is much more like the Gene Wilder.
Yeah, you can go Lando. It's basically
You know what though? But Ashley said it too. Like, you guys are on the fence about both of them. Like, I don't think you can really go wrong with either one. I'm just going for Gosling because like I think he's just got that look a little bit more.
Yes, exactly.
And if you also saw him in Crazy Stupid Love, which is a terrible movie, but he's one of the funniest parts in that movie.
Exactly. And he can be wonky. Like, I feel like Glover would just take it to an extent that it's like, it just doesn't really make sense.
I'm not
practical.
gonna disagree with you, but what I'm gonna say is we don't know the tone of the movie.
True.
But just sight
unseen.
Sight unseen, if I just blanketly, without knowing the script, without knowing a tone of the movie, I'm going Donald Glover. But if the tone of the movie is more lighthearted, Ryan Gosling might be better for the role. But if it's that darky, like the older Willy Wonka is pretty dark. It's pretty dark if you really analyze the movie itself.
As funny as it sounds, as terrible as it sounds, the only reason I'm going for Glover sometimes, it's only because I know that he can commit as a character, but it might be interesting to see Willy Wonka as a black guy, to be quite honest. So it's like, that's the only reason why I would push for Glover. But other than that, if Gosling was the only person that was doing it, then I would be excited, honestly.
And like I said, I'm not excited. I'm just saying.
That's the problem with Hollywood. It's about who you are, what you are, and what race you are.
All right, guys.
It's all about that absurdity.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Who do you like? Do you like Ryan Gosling? Do you like Donald Glover for the new Willy Wonka? We won't know until they actually cast them. Thank you guys so much for staying with us for the entire first episode of Thursday Poppin' Off.
2 días.
We'll see you guys next week on Wednesday at our regular time slot. Bye, everybody!
Bye.